Hi all, welcome back. I'm Supreet. This video is about a simple food thali. Sometimes what happens is when we order food from online or somewhere from outside, we prefer to order something like a food thali for us and something along with it for a kid also. But he comes back to our plate and he wants to taste all the food in the thali because so many items are arranged in a single plate. But he's usually unable to have it because of its spiciness and he ends up eating some jeera rice or plain rice in it. So what I thought was I'll prepare him a simple thali which is not spicy. Last week I had prepared him this and he loved seeing all the food together arranged in a single plate. I have used whatever veggies were at home, nothing fancy. So let us see how to prepare this non-spicy food thali for kids.
Let's heat up a pan and add a teaspoon of oil. Once the oil is hot, we are going to add a little bit of chili powder and some salt. I have taken Kashmiri Lal chili powder because it will give me the color what I want, but it will not be that spicy. Mix it up well with the oil and now it's time to add our paneer cubes. That's the cottage cheese cubes. We will add all of it and toss it nicely in the oil. We have to flip this and cook nicely so that all the chili powder gets coated well with the paneer and it has to turn into a golden brown color. So this is cooked well, the color also has been changed. We will take it off the pan and we will prepare for the tempering now. The same pan I'm adding 1 teaspoon of oil again and some cumin seeds, jeera seeds to it. Once this starts spluttering, we are going to add chopped tomatoes. I have taken one large tomato which is sour, not sweet. Mix it up well and now it is time to add salt. Some more of it. Half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. Mix it again. Now the tomatoes has to get cooked nicely. It has to become soft, so let us add half a glass of water to it and allow it to cook. So once this comes to boil, we will be adding the spice powders. Now let's add little bit of chili powder and lots of jeera powder for the flavor. As we are not making it too spicy, we have to give some flavor with other powders, or I'm adding kasuri methi now. This also gives nice flavor. We will crush this and put it into our tomatoes. Mix it up and now let's add our tossed paneer. The paneer cubes goes in. Now we will cook it in a high flame so that all the moisture goes out of the pan and it becomes like a thick gravy. This is ready now. Let us prepare one more vegetable side dish. Heat up a pan, add some jeera to it the same way as we did in the last dish. We will add some garlic also here. I have taken 8 to 9 small garlic cloves which is chopped into pieces. Mix it up with the oil nicely. Now it's time to add our vegetables. I have taken one boiled potato and some double beans and green peas which has been pressure cooked before. Mix it well with the tempering first. After mixing it up, we'll be adding some turmeric powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder and some salt for the vegetables. Give it a nice mix so that the salt gets along with the vegetables nicely. Let's add lots of jeera powder again for the flavor. And little bit of garam masala. I'm not adding chili powder here. I'm adding little bit of garam masala for the spiciness. Mix it up well nicely and now it's time to add fresh coriander leaves. We will give a last mix so that everything gets combined well And this dish is ready. Let's prepare rice item now. The same tempering goes well for this also. Some oil, some jeera seeds. Next we are going to add some paneer cubes to it. You can call this paneer jeera rice if you want to. Once this turns into golden color, the paneer turns to golden color, we'll add some rice, cooked rice. I have taken basmati rice. You can use any rice. I thought I'll cook it very nicely as in restaurant style, nicely separated rice, but unfortunately it didn't turn out so great. Let's separate it now. I think this looks quite good. We will add some salt into this rice now. And some fresh coriander leaves. And we will give a nice mix. I'm not adding any spice powders, or I'm not adding any too many ingredients in this. As simple as possible. Now this is ready. Let's prepare tempering for our curd rice. Add some oil, add some mustard seeds and some red chilies. If you want, you can add curry leaves. You can add chana dal, urad dal for the tempering, but my kid doesn't like, so I'm not adding it. So once the tempering is ready, we will pour it into our curd rice, which I have mixed before and kept. Rice and curd in a bowl. So the tempering is in now. Let's add fresh coriander leaves. Now some salt. And mix it nicely. This looks so refreshing and yummy also. Let's roll out our rotis now. I'm not preparing chapati. I'm not folding it and preparing chapati. I'm just preparing something like a tawa pulka kind of thing. My dough was ready before. Let's roll it out nicely and put it on a pan now. Heat up a pan. Put the rotis on. We have to flip it and cook on both the sides for few seconds. After that, take a cotton cloth and start pressing the roti so that it gets puffed up nicely like a puri. I love seeing this getting puffed up so nicely. So one roti is done. I've added one more. This is also getting puffed up nicely. Soft and puffed. So this is ready. Now let's prepare our raita. Take curd in a bowl and add a little bit of salt to it, little bit of chili powder and jeera powder and very little black pepper powder to it. Mix all these together, and here I'm adding tomatoes. You can add cucumber, you can add onions, any vegetable you want to. We'll mix this nicely and put it into a small bowl. Some chili powder for garnishing and coriander leaves. Now it's time for dal. I have taken 1 fist of tur dal, 1 fist of moong dal and 1 tablespoon of chana dal. Let's add some turmeric powder and a glass of water, and we will pressure cook this for 3 to 4 whistles so that it becomes soft. So my dal is already ready. It's been cooked and cooled down. Let's prepare for the tempering. Some ghee in a hot pan, a teaspoon of ghee, some mustard seeds, 1 green chili and some jeera seeds to it. So once this is done, we'll add our cooked dal. You can use a masher and mash the dal so that it becomes soft, or you can add some water and boil. It'll turn into a soft, mushy dal. Let's add some water to it, some asafoetida, that is hing, and some salt. Mix all together and allow it to boil for 6 to 7 minutes, and it will become thick. Now lastly, it's time to add our chopped coriander leaves, fresh coriander leaves. This gives so nice flavor in the dal. The dal is quite thick now, you can see it. Now let's start serving all the dish in the plate. Firstly, our paneer gravy. Next is the potato vegetable dish, potato bean. This is paneer fried rice, paneer jeera fried rice, our hot dal, some curd rice, and our tawa pulkas, our raita, and some salad. Like, I have just cut the onions and some lemon and green chilies, just putting it in a plate, and some fries. For sweet, I'm using a coconut burfi which my mom had prepared. I haven't prepared any sweet in it. So this thali looks very simple but yet delicious and fulfilling.
So hope you like this food thali. If you have anything to say about my videos, please go to the comment section and drop in there. If you like my videos, please do share the link with others and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye.